my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater gets off. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
You already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
To Hunt, on Eddie, Quaker Omaha.
Here we go.
61, match nut.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
65.
Cousins to throw it. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're well past midfield, just A yard or two shy of the 40.
That's another Vikings first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins now. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. On second and 1, Cousins. He'll run it.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Williams, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double the...
There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
X3, 218, chop it. Rush in.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. And from down in Miami, an update. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go. Rap.
Throwing on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Kill. Turn up. Liz 5-3. Liz. Check 37. 14, 82, 14. Hey, Echo.
Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike, 50.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. To throw is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Cook, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Cousins trying to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
20! 40! Forty's Mike! You don't know no better! This by 7. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Following the interception, Cousins buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, that one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Cousins on first down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Sharp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And Walker has it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. First down. Here's Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On play action, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Also began 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Wild Bill.
Lion. No.
Hey, turn it up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Sunday. Under. 5-7.
Check 26. Hey, watch.
General West.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. A first down throw for Cousins. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On the carry, it's Cook. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 2nd and a couple, Cousins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go. Hey, empty.
Move. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Watch the edge.
They'll go again with Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Protein spill. Man 5-7. I'll be right to left because I'm about to take you to school. Check.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Sanders here and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Good work, let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53. Mike 53.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. He completes it to Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Cousins now. It's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. They'll throw again. Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check, 47. I know he ain't got it.
They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down and goal. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
Second down 6.
Watch the twist.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Sherrills. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Check. Walk the field. Hey, let's get this.
They run it again with Williams. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nickel Rope. Coleman. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Go.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brent.